Hello, I'm Kevin, the sales manager at BWM. Today we're going to do the first in a series of demonstrations of our products in our showroom, and we'll start with the Spectus sliding sash window. This is the Spectus sliding sash or vertical sliding sash window. The most cost-effective way to recreate the original timber sash that you may well have in your property. And I'd just like to point out a few of the features on there. Generally, it's been designed, as I said, to replicate the originals that you had. As you can see on here, we have what we call an anthracite grey, and there's a range of around about 30 different colours, which can be anything from anthracite grey, smooth white, white ash, charcoal green, black, red and blue even. They're dual colours as well, so you can actually have whatever colour you want on the outside and whatever colour you want on the inside. A couple of features have been added on the inside I'll show you in a second, but on the outside we have something called an astragal bar. An astragal bar has been designed to give the impression of two separate panes of glass, and indeed if you put a crucifix in there, 4 panes of glass. And that's traditionally done on a bay where you have a large middle window to try and split them up a little bit. Another feature with sliding sash windows, or with ours in particular, is what we call a run-through horn. So the actual horn at the bottom of the sash is part of the top frame rather than being an add-on horn, or what we call a clip-on horn. The danger with those is they can collect dirt where the line is between the clip-on horn and the top of the sash. It's a 28mm sealed unit with toughened glass, argon filled, so as far as energy efficiency, it's as good as you can get. We've created a typical Victorian bay, as you can see here, with 3 sash, and the normal would be 2 slimmer ones on the side, 1 large sash in the centre. I mentioned just now about astragal bar on the outside. As you can see here, we have what we call the astragal bar on the inside as well. And in between the outer and the inner astragal bar, there's what we call a spacer bar. That's what gives the impression of separate panes of glass. Mentioned about the furniture, so to try and keep it as traditional as possible, we have the hooks at the bottom of the window, the eyes at the top of the window. You'll be able to lift them up and pull them down. They work just like a normal sash window, so the bottom will go down, will go up, down, exactly the same for the top. One of the things that's added as a feature is what we call the easy clean, or a tilt option. So all of the windows will open from the inside, which gives you then the ability to be able to, same thing for the top, gives you the option to then clean the windows from the inside of the house. Something that's quite important is safety and security. So if you can imagine this is your lounge bay at the front of the house and you're in the kitchen, what you wouldn't want to do is leave your window open at the bottom, because someone from outside could quite easily climb in. And indeed upstairs, for safety, if you imagine leaving a large window like this open upstairs, it'd be very easy for a child or indeed an adult to fall out and land in the garden. What we add as standard with all our windows is what we call an opening restrictor. So it's a little bit awkward to open them, and they come with a small, almost like a screwdriver key. Deliberately made awkward because you don't want children to be able to close them as well. And what that does, stops the window being opened from the top or from the bottom any more than the gap that you see there. Of course, it's made a little bit awkward to close them. So you also need the key to close the restrictors, so you can then open the window. Of course, again, we don't want children just to be able to pop them back in and be able to open the window. I mentioned about a range of colours. What you see on the inside here is a smooth white finish, and this is the window that had the anthracite on the outside. One of the options that you have, and is quite popular, is both inside or outside, is white ash. The idea behind the white ash is it gives the impression of a painted wood finish, and of course if you painted your windows a gloss white, within 3 or 4 months they'd start to go off colour anyway, which is quite normal for paint. And what Spectus did was recreate a foil that gives that impression as well. And indeed, if you wanted a Painswick or an agate grey on the inside of your windows, you can do. There's a range of 30 colours altogether. So that's the Spectus sliding sash window. If you'd like a demonstration in our showroom, or you'd like me to come to your home, measure up and discuss all of the options, then please contact us on our website or on the telephone number below. Thank you very much.